Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to another Command Your Day. Hop on in the room. Come on in. Come on in the room. Let me know how you're doing in the comments. Tap the screen for me if you're able to do that. Share the stream out. Good morning, Fortitude. Good morning, Ready, Set, Glow. Good morning, Aline. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the room. Come on in. Come on in. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Anika V. Brown. Welcome to my virtual space. This is where we gather to use words to breathe life into our day. If you're looking for a community that provides you with motivation, valuable insights, and practical strategies for success, you're in the right place. Good morning, Lilia. Good morning, Ready, Set, Glow. Good morning, Dante. Thank you so much for hopping in the room. Come on in. Let me know how you are doing. I'm doing the green screen today because I'm trying to meet my edit goal for this book. I did not meet my goal yesterday. So I'm trying to meet my goal today. I've been up since 5 a.m. trying to finish up editing this book so we can meet the goal of getting it done by the end of the week. So we're doing green screen today. I'm well. How are you? I'm doing well, Fortitude. I'm doing good. I'm trying to hit my goal of finishing this book by the end of the week. So I've been up since 5 a.m. Working on editing the book, getting it ready. All right, the manual, so we can meet the goal for the end of the week. But come on in the room. Let me know how you're doing. This is going to be a quick one today. So glad it's not because of allergies. No. So listen, this Zyrtec has been doing really good. Yeah. I don't know. I think it makes me a bit drowsy. I do take it at nighttime, but somehow I feel like I'm still a little bit drowsy in the morning time when I wake up, but it's working. So I don't sound or feel like I've got the flu. It's really working. It's pretty good. So I make sure I take it before I go to bed at nighttime and I'm good. So, so it's not allergies why I'm off camera this morning. I really want to hit this goal. I have 290 something pages of edits to do, and I'm only on page 50 something. So I'm trying to hit the goal. I am trying to hit the goal of getting this book done by the end of the week. All right. So that's why I'm not on camera this morning. But good morning, everyone. Welcome to the room. If you are new here, I'm Anika V. Brown, Master Life Coach and Mentor. Welcome to our community. Please hit the follow button if you haven't done so yet, so you can. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, Lilia. Good morning, Liz. Good morning. I'm trying to push through. I'm really trying to hit the goal and get it done by the end of this week. So I'm like doubling up the work. So I'm doing the e-version and I'm also working on the actual paperback so that it can be purchased on Amazon. So I'm trying to do both at the same time. So let's see what we can do. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. So again, good morning, Teeks. If you are new here, hit the follow button. I'm live here every morning, 6:30 a.m. For Command Your Day. This is where we gather to use words to breathe life into our day. So again, if you're looking for a community that provides you with motivation, valuable insights, and practical strategies for success, you are in the right place. Hit the follow button. Use the link in my bio to join my community so you can get valuable information there as well. All right, let's get into it really quickly because this is going to be a quick one today. It's going to. I don't think I have any stories to tell. I'm just going to stick to my notes so I can continue with editing the manual so we can meet the goal. All right, so let's do our gratitude check-in really quickly. Go ahead and drop in the comments 3 things that you're grateful for today. Let me know what are 3 things that you're grateful for today. Good morning, Dragonfly Girl. How are you? Let me know in the comments. This exercise helps to keep us in the mindset of abundance. We're not overly concerned about what's not here, who's not here, what we don't have. No, we're being grateful for what we already have. And this keeps us in a mindset of abundance. Grateful for health, family, and God. Yes, love it. I love it. I love it. Good morning, Uncle X Brand. How are you? Drop your 3 things that you're grateful for this morning. Go ahead and drop them in the comments. This is our gratitude check-in. Good morning, my friend. This is our gratitude check-in that helps to keep us in the mindset of abundance. Let me know, what are your 3 things? Grateful for satisfaction, calmness, and peace. Yes, indeed. Peace is on my gratitude checklist every morning. There is nothing like having peace. Absolutely nothing like a peace of mind. My goodness. Good morning, roses are red. You're grateful for God, family, purpose. Good morning, Danny. How are you? Grateful for healing, your job, and your children. Awesome. Grateful for discernment, calm mindset, and thankful for pushing myself at the edge to another step. Ooh, yes, I celebrate you. I celebrate that push. I do. Grateful for forgiveness, my greatness and love. Love it. Nothing like not being angry or upset. Yeah, that's true. It takes too much energy to be upset. So I don't even live there anymore. You know what? If it doesn't work out, that's okay. Let's keep it moving. Takes too much energy to be upset. It really does. And to be angry. Grateful for God's grace, mercy, Jesus' sacrifice, and family. Awesome. This blessed community, this week's progress, my health. Awesome. Yes, Lilia, that's good. I love it. All right. So we've also made a promise to ourselves. Yep, too much energy wasted on being upset. Yes, indeed. Too much energy, and that affects your heart. I can't afford for anything to affect my heart health. I'm getting up in age. So I choose not to be angry. I choose not to be upset, but to be at peace, because what will be is going to be. So I can't waste any energy. I can't do that on being upset, being mad at people, being angry. Nope. I'm good. I love my peace of mind. I love it. And I want to stay there because it keeps me healthy and strong, right? To do better things and bigger things. All right. So we've also made a promise to ourselves that we are making bold moves this year. So let's reiterate that promise and type in the comments. I am making bold moves this year. I am making bold moves this year. So we're actively doing it. Not wishing, not hoping, but we're actively making bold moves. We're not allowing fear to hold us back. We're not worried about what they will say, what they will do. Good morning, Vanessa. No, we're actively making bold moves this year. This is the year that we're going to go back to school, buy the house, write the book, start the business, whatever your bold move is. Yes, this is the year that we're going to do it. We're going to make the bold moves. Good morning, Miss Melissa. Thank you so much for the daily heart me. Bold baby steps. Yes, but moving. Yes, indeed. Because even small steps are still steps. As long as you don't stay stuck, you keep moving forward, you will see progress. You will see progress. So we're all making bold moves together. Yes, we are. Good morning, Lady T. How are you? All right, so let's pray really quickly. We're going to pray the 23rd Psalm. Thank you so much for the daily heart me. I appreciate it. Let's get into prayer. Let's pray the 23rd Psalm really quickly. And for those of you who are just hopping on, I'm not on camera today because I'm really trying to meet this goal. I've been up since 5 a.m. trying to edit the book so we can get it done by the end of the week. That is my goal. So I'm just going to go through our agenda really quickly, and then I have to get right back into editing the book, The Bold Moves Manual. You can pre-order your copy using the link that is in my bio. but I really want to hit my my goal before the end of the week. So I'm going to go through the agenda really quickly and then get back into editing. All right. But thank y'all so much for showing up. All right. So let's pray the 23rd Psalm really quickly. The Lord is our shepherd. We shall not want. He makes us to lie down in green pastures. He leads us beside still waters. He restores our souls. He leads us in a path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though we walk through the valley of the shadow of death, we will fear no evil. For thou art with us. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort us. Thou preparest a table before us in the presence of our enemies. Thou anointest our heads with oil. Our cups run over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow us all the days of our lives, and we will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Amen. 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 So that's the 23rd Psalm. Pray that every day you wake up. Yes, thank y'all so much for typing amen. Pray every day, whether you get to join us here on live or you do it on your own. Just make sure that you are praying and pray the scriptures if you don't know what to pray. All right. All right. So let's move right into our affirmations. Someone DM'd me their email yesterday. I will get you connected today. It was just busy yesterday. That's why I didn't get to it. Good morning, Miss Barbara. Welcome to the room. But I will get it done today, okay? If you do not have a copy of the affirmations, DM me and I'll tell you how to get a copy of it, all right? So here we go. I'm going to read through the list. You're going to repeat it to yourself. Good morning, Championship Coach. Hi, how are you? Welcome to the room. So I'm going to read through the list. You're going to repeat it to yourself, and then you're going to type in the comments. Thank you. I appreciate that. Type in the comments, I agree. All right. It just tells me that you repeated the affirmation to yourself. So here we go. I am capable. I am responsible. I am grateful. I am focused on growth. I control my attitude. I am authentically me everywhere I go. I am worthy of God's best for me. I am patient with myself. I am patient with others. I have compassion for myself, and I have compassion for others. I embrace positive thinking. I welcome abundance and prosperity into my life. I am courageous and I have peace. I forgive myself and I forgive others. My spirit is renewed. My mind is free. I have a success mindset. I have a clear vision. I am a discipline builder. I am accountable to my goals. I am innovative. I am influential. I am a winner. I am healed and whole. Today I choose peace. Today I choose joy. Today I choose faith. And today I choose to flourish. I give myself permission to be successful. I give myself permission to take up space. I give myself permission to live my dreams. I give myself permission to win. So these are the affirmations that we use every morning to position our mindset. Again, if you do not have a copy of them and you would like a copy, send me a DM and I'll let you know how you can get the PDF version of these affirmations. All right. Thank y'all for typing I agree. Thank you so much. All right. So let's get into the word of the day really quickly. Let's get into it. For those of you who are new here, we're working our way through a list of words. And the goal is to have all of these words, well, most of them, our top picks, combined and compiled into the Bold Moves Manual. And the goal is to have it done and ready for you all by the end of the week. All right. So you can, we can go through them together and you will actually have my notes as we go through them. All right. So these words are preparing us and giving us the practices that we need to implement so that we can make these bold moves as we go throughout the year. All right, so today, the word of the day, or I should say the phrase of the day today, because it's two words together, is self-mastery. Self-mastery. Type that in the comments. Self-mastery. Self-mastery. That's the word of the day. Self-mastery. Type that in the comments. Yes, yes. Self-mastery. Yes, yes, indeed. Thank y'all for typing it. All right. So the definition that I went with is the ability to control one's own desires and impulses. The ability to control one's own desires and impulses. If you're tired of repeating cycles, feeling inconsistent, or watching opportunities slip through your fingers, this is really going to help you today. All right. Now, I want you to understand that God gave you dominion, gave all of us dominion, as it is stated in the book of Genesis. But you can't rule externally until you first rule internally. If you don't have rule, great word, yeah. If you don't have rule internally, you can't rule externally. I want you to grasp that, okay? Yes, the ability to control one's own desires and impulses. So you got to be able first to rule internally before you can rule externally. Now, self-mastery is the discipline to lead yourself well before expecting to lead anything or anyone else. You got to master yourself, because if you are in disarray, those that you lead, what you're trying to build, what you're trying to put together, what you're trying to achieve is going to be in disarray, right? It's going to be in disarray. So self-mastery is discipline to lead yourself well before expecting to lead anything or anyone else. Now, biblically speaking, a person without self-control is like a city this is what the scripture says, a city with broken down walls. So in other words, if you can't master your mood, manage your mind, or discipline your decisions, you're very vulnerable. You're very vulnerable. Like packing up, because that just slapped me the face. I'm sorry. I know it hits hard, but if we're going to make bold moves, we also have to acknowledge and accept the hard truths. We have to. Good morning, T. We have to accept the hard truth. So I know it hits hard. It does. It does, but we gotta accept it. All right? We gotta accept it. So, if you can't master your mood, your mind, or discipline your decisions, you're very vulnerable. All right? Anything can throw you off. Anything, right? Anything can throw you off your game if you don't master your mood, manage your mind, and discipline your decisions. Self-mastery isn't about perfection. So it's not that we're going to become perfect when we master ourselves. No, it's about ownership. That's what it's about. It was a battle for me for the couple of days. OMG. We're working progress. That's what we all are, right? We're all learning together, right? Awesome. Love you too. Love you too. But we're all learning together. We're going to get there. So self-mastery isn't about perfection. It's about ownership. Ownership of your emotions, ownership of your habits, ownership of your personal growth, right? Which is all necessary for us to make bold moves this year. All of it is necessary. We got to take ownership of our emotions. We cannot walk around blaming, oh, this one did this to me, so this is why I'm feeling this way. Good morning, Kim, financial strategist. Good morning to you. Welcome to the room, right? So we cannot walk around saying, oh, this one did this to me. This is why my emotions are off today. No, you got to take ownership of that thing, right? You cannot say, oh, because my parents didn't do this, this is why I'm like this. No, you got to take ownership of your habits. You have to, right? And you can't say, oh, the government is doing this, so this is why I can't make the money that I want to make. No, you got to take ownership of your growth. So self-mastery is not about perfection. It's not about everything lining up perfect for you. No, it's about ownership. I'm taking ownership over my emotions. So I'm not going to let somebody throw me off today. And even if I have a sad moment, I'm still going to control my emotions, process whatever it is that I'm going through, but I'm taking ownership. Good morning, Steve. Ownership of my habits. I can't say, well, because of this, this, and this, I can't do what I want to do. No, I'm taking ownership. All right. So all of this is necessary for us to make bold moves this year. And let's be very clear. Self-mastery doesn't mean self-reliance. It's not that, okay, you can't ask somebody to help you to do something. That's not what it's about. It means you've submitted. It has to do with submission, right? So submit your soul to God so that your flesh doesn't control you, right? So your soul is your mind, your will, and your emotions. You got to submit all of that to God. And the Holy Spirit is going to teach you how to control all of that. Good morning. And as it pertains to your goal, you have to submit yourself to the process of getting to the goal. So much so that your emotions don't get in the way. All right? So as it pertains to your goal, self-mastery, you have to submit yourself to the process of getting to the goal. So much so that your emotions don't get in the way, right? Ownership of my procrastination, because that is my habit that I'm taking progress to break. Okay. So you want to break procrastination, and you will follow the plan. Vanessa, follow the plan. I believe we got some dates that we got to follow up on. All right. So follow the plan. If you work the plan, you're going to overcome that. And here's the thing, like procrastination is not going to break off of you in one day or in a week or two, because if you spend most of your life, most of your adult life putting things off, it's going to take some time to retrain your brain, right? So that you can make progress, that you think about the goal and you go after it. So don't be too hard on yourself, okay? Keep watching those lessons, those training videos until you break out of that cycle. So the goal that you're working on right now, once you execute that one, then you got to get back into the lessons, watch the lessons over again, and start working on another goal. This is how we break procrastination off. We got to retrain our brain. We got to retrain it, because procrastination is not an overnight thing to get rid of. All right, Vanessa. So keep watching those training videos and hit the dates that we have on that worksheet. You got to hit those dates or get as close to them as possible. All right. Big problem, procrastination. Yeah. Wilfred, you can enroll in my mentorship program to get help with that. What lessons are you referring to? Marcy, I'm talking about my mentorship. She's a part of my mentorship program. So that's the lesson that I'm referring to. So if you're the one that's struggling with procrastination, you need a system, you need structure to help you get over procrastination. The Action Accelerator is a perfect program for you. So that's what I'm referring to. She's a part of my mentorship program. So she has a lesson, she has a worksheet and a plan that we put together with dates on it to hit those dates. Marcy, send me a DM. The link is in my bio for it. You need to join. Send me a DM so I can help you get set up, Marcy. Okay? Send me a DM so I can help you get set up in my mentorship. For those of you who want to join, I also have a live session coming up on May 31st. So if you want to be in the room, along with getting the pre-recorded lessons and the workbook that goes with it, send me a DM and I'll help you to get set up. All right, Marcy, send me a DM, okay? All right. Be sure to hit the follow button so that I can get your message when you DM me. Okay, Marcy? Let me know. Marcy from the moon. I like your tag. Let me know that you got the instructions. Let me know. All right. So, yeah. Where was I? So, you got to be clear. Self-mastery doesn't mean self-reliance. So, you can ask for help. You can get help. So, for those of you who has been trying for some time, but you haven't hit the mark yet, it's okay to get a mentor. It's okay to get a coach. It's okay to ask someone for help. So it's not about self-reliance that, okay, you got to do it all on your own, because chances are you're going to need a mentor to help you get over the mental blocks or the programming that you've been operating on. When I say programming, it's the things that you've been doing over and over in your life. So it has become a mental program. So you may need help to shift your programming, shift the way that you see things, the way that you approach things, the way that you get things done. So it's okay to get a mentor, to get a coach, or somebody who is executing and you want to get into that habit of executing, all right? Or self-management. You can ask for help. So self-mastery it doesn't mean self-reliance. It means submission, all right? Now, let's talk about the 3 pillars of self-mastery. Let's hit on that really quickly. Okay, I'm doing good on time. Let's hit on that really quickly. The 3 pillars of self-mastery. First is identity. Oh, thank you, Vanessa. Vanessa is sharing with you all who are considering working with me. She said her mentorship program works. It helped change my mindset. Awesome. So you get the mindset work and you get the execution work to help you to break procrastination. For those of you who are considering to join my mentorship, you can do so. Send me a DM or enroll with the link that is in my bio, the Action Accelerator. It really does work. I promise you. It worked for me and it's working for my mentees. All right. So if you want to overcome procrastination, if you want to get your life organized, let me say that. If you want to get your life organized, you feel like you're a little bit delayed because there are some things that you wanted to accomplish earlier in your life, but you're not there yet, and you need systems and structures to help you catch up, make up the time that you've missed. The Action Accelerator will help you to get organized. All right. All right. Awesome. So the 3 pillars of self-mastery, let's talk about them. Number 1, identity awareness. You can't master what you misunderstand. So until you see yourself the way God sees you, you'll keep sabotaging your own potential. You got a lot of potential within you. But if you can't see it, if you can't accept it, if you can't activate it, it won't be of any use to you, right? If you misunderstand your own self, you won't activate that potential and do the things that you were created to do. So you got to see yourself as God sees you. You're not just a worker, a parent, entrepreneur. No, you're a vessel of influence, right? God created you to do something specific. And self-mastery begins when you stop chasing validation before you do something and start walking in your true identity, who God sees you as: chosen, blessed, prosperous, healed, redeemed, royalty. You got to be aware of these identities and walk boldly in them. All right. You as well, Miss Melissa. Thank you so much for stopping by. Yes. So you got to be aware of your identity and walk boldly in it. Okay. Walk boldly in it. So self-awareness is the first pillar. The second pillar is emotional discipline. And for those of you who didn't read the book yet, get Emotional Intelligence 2.0. That's a really good book if you struggle with managing your emotions, right? If your emotions throws you off often and you miss out on things, you don't execute because your emotion has total control over you, get the book Emotional Intelligence I need that book. Yeah, Emotional Intelligence 2.0. It's a really good book. Really good book if you struggle with your emotions. All right, so the second pillar is emotional discipline. Emotions are indicators. So they're telling you, pay attention to this, look out for this, assess this a little bit more, right? So emotions are indicators, they're not dictators. All right. So you don't have to fall prey to them all the time. You don't have to let them take you out all the time. They are indicators. So it's like that amber light flashing. Hey, be aware of this. Take a closer look at this. Assess this a little bit deeper. Make a change here, right? Look into changing here. Currently reading The Inner Game of Tennis. Okay, I haven't heard of that one, but I'll look into it. Right? So emotions are indicators. They're not dictators. So don't fall prey to them and miss out on what you're trying to work on, what you're trying to build, right? The level that you're trying to get. So don't let your emotions be a dictator in your life, because you can feel discouraged and still stay committed. You can. You can feel discouraged and still stay committed to the process, still stay committed to the goal that you have set. For those of you who's been here with me for some time, well over 200 days, don't you think that there were days when I didn't feel like it? There were days when I cried before I got on the live stream because something just wasn't going the way that I wanted to go, right? And I had to wipe my tears and get on this live stream because I'm committed to this. So you can be discouraged and still be committed. Stay committed to the goal. Now you're going to process whatever it is that you're going through, right? You're going to process it. You're going to adjust what you can adjust, and anything that you can't fix, you're going to leave it alone. If you know that you can't fix it, you can't change it, you're going to leave it alone. All right? So you can feel discouraged and still stay committed to the goal that you have set. You can feel tired and still stay faithful. Now, not that you're going to burn yourself out to total exhaustion where you end up in the hospital. No, rest is important. So you're going to understand when you need to rest. But if every day you're resting and skipping out on building, skipping out on meeting the goal, then there's an issue there. All right. So we got to understand the healthy balance there. You can feel tired and still stay faithful. So if usually you do the 3-step method like we practice here, but if on a certain day, you know what, I'm feeling a bit tired today, I can only get one done, then that's being faithful to the goal. That's being faithful to your dream. I'm a little tired today, so I can only get one thing done. Let me do this one thing. All right? So you can feel tired and still remain faithful. Mastery isn't the absence of feelings, because you're going to cry someday. You're going to feel discouraged some days. But it's not the absence of feelings. It's learning to lead in spite of how you're feeling. All right. And we're all leaders in some sense, whether in the home, on the job, in the community, right? You're leading yourself. You are leading yourself. You are the CEO of your life. So you got to lead. You got to wake up and lead. Thank you, Queen Evangeline, for dropping that in the comments. Right? So mastery isn't the absence of feelings. It's learning to lead in spite of them. Learning to lead in spite of them. And the third pillar is consistent execution. Consistent execution. So mastery is built in the mundane. And a lot of times, this is what throws us off, because you feel like you're doing the same thing over and over again. Good morning, Barbie. Good morning. And sometimes things get mundane and we're like, oh, I need to do something else. No, to master it, you got to continue to do the same thing over and over. You got to do it over and over, and it's going to feel mundane, but you want to master it. You want to master exercising or getting into that routine of keeping your body healthy and fit. So that's going to be mundane If you set a time that, okay, at 6 p.m. every day I'm doing 30 minutes of workout, it's going to feel mundane, but you're mastering it. So mastery is built in the mundane. Sometimes we don't need more motivation. We just need a rhythm. Get into a rhythm. My clock goes off at 5 a.m. every morning, every single morning. It goes off at 5 a.m. and there's something that I have to do. There's a button I have to push right after that. There's a book I got to pick up right after that. So I am in a rhythm. So I'm mastering myself by getting into a rhythm. So it's not somebody getting in my ear at 5 a.m., motivating me to get up and do the things. No, I just have a rhythm that I'm flowing with, and it's really helping me. All right, helping to master myself. It's really helping me. So it's not that you always need more motivation. You just need a rhythm. So you're going to ask yourself, what do I consistently execute even when no one is watching? Is there anything that I do? Thank you for your practices. You're welcome. I want the 3 words you build on. Okay. So the 3 pillars, that's what you're asking for, is identity awareness, emotional discipline, and consistent execution. Consistent execution. So identity awareness, emotional discipline, and consistent execution. Those are the 3 pillars of self-mastery. All right? So ask yourself, what do I consistently execute even when no one is watching? Even when no one is watching. Is there anything? Okay, you're welcome. Is there anything that you do consistently even when nobody's watching you? There's no one there to clap, but you know what? I got to do this for me because I want to master it for me. Because here's the thing, your future is shaped more by your patterns than your prayers. And I cannot say this loud enough. Your future is shaped more by your patterns than your prayers. Yeah, she's posting them in the comments. Yeah, so here's what I mean by that. Here's what I mean by that for those of you who are saying, what? Here's what I mean by your patterns shape your future more than your prayers. Here's what I mean. You can be praying for the body of an athlete, but if your daily patterns don't meet or match what is required to have that type of body, you're pretty much wasting your breath praying to look like an athlete. You are. If you're praying, oh, I want my body to be toned. I want to be strong. I want to be able to run a marathon. If you're praying, God, give me a body like an athlete, but your daily pattern don't match what is required to get that body type, you're really wasting your breath. You are. So your patterns, they have to be in line with what it is that you desire, what it is that you're praying for. I'm sorry. I know I'm stepping on some toes today. I'm sorry. But we got to face it, right? We have to face the truth. We have to. I'm sorry. I know I'm stepping on some toes, but we've got to, right? We want to be the best-selling author, but we wrote the book and we put it on the shelf and never talk about it. How are you going to? You're praying, I want to have a bestseller in the stores, but you write the book and you put it on the shelf and you never talk about it. You never promote it. There's no marketing plan behind it. Why are you praying? I don't understand. Why are you praying? So your future is shaped more by your patterns than your prayers. You can pray all you want. Oh, I want to become a best-selling author. But you refuse to talk about the book. Some may even have the manuscript written, but there hasn't been any edits done. It wasn't submitted for publishing. So how do you think it's going to happen? Let's be honest now. Let's be honest. We got to be honest. That's where it starts. That's how we grow, right? We're praying for financial increase, But our daily pattern is that we buy everything that we see. We're really wasting our breaths praying. Discipline plus patterns equal execution, or the results equal results, right? So again, your patterns, they shape your future more than your prayers. You can be praying, I want to be healthy and strong, but all you eat is greasy food. You eat all the sweets on the buffet line, right? Yeah, you got to do the work. You got to do the work. So that's what I mean by your patterns shape your future more than your prayers. It does. It's a fact. It's a fact. So pay attention to what you consistently execute. Is it leading you in a positive direction or a negative direction? And make the switch when you identify that it's not taking you down the right path. Make the shift or the switch to doing something that is going to lead you towards the goal that you're trying to get to. All right? So when it comes to self-mastery, you don't want to spend your life being reactionary. Oh, I just wait until something happens and then I react. No. Nope. You can't do that. All right? You can't do that. You're not a victim to your emotions. So if you know that you're going to do something, or if you know that there's going to be somebody there that triggers you, you want to plan ahead. I know this person is going to be in the room, but I got to manage my emotions today. I cannot afford to react in a way that I'm going to regret. Okay? So self-mastery means I'm not going to continue to just live in a reactionary type of way. I just react to everything. I fly off the handle. I think that is the term that they use over everything that makes me upset. No, you can't do that. You cannot be a victim to your emotions, to your past, to your environment. You got to master yourself. Be proactive in life situations to get the desired results that you're seeking. I know that if I go into this room, this person's going to be there and this person triggers me. So ahead of time, I'm preparing myself. I got to manage my emotions today. What is the healthy or the good thought that I'm going to be thinking when this person is saying what they're saying, when they're coming at me? Yeah, it will drive you nuts. So you cannot allow your emotions to take control. So you got to be proactive. I know that I have a spending problem, so I'm not going to go here. I'm not going to go there. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. So you're being proactive so you can get the results that you seek. That's what self-mastery looks like. All right? That's what self-mastery looks like. Oh, if I struggle with drinking, I know that I can't go to this person's house. I can't hang out with this person because I know they're going to have something that I would like to taste, and I don't want to get back to that. You're being proactive. So we're not living in a space of just being reactionary, waiting until the thing happened, then we know. We're being proactive. This is how we master ourselves. We plan ahead. I benefit more in the long run once I choose managing my emotion. Yes, yes, indeed. So you plan ahead. This is how you master yourself. You already know the issues that you struggle with. We all know. We all know the issues that we struggle with. So self-mastery is, okay, how am I going to handle the situation if I go into this room and this person says this to me? Because I already know this is my trigger. I know this word is my trigger. I know when they're responding this way, that's my trigger. How am I going to manage my emotions so I don't react in a way that at the end of it, I'm going to feel embarrassed. I'm going to regret what I said and how I respond. I want to be proactive and plan ahead. I got to keep myself together. I got to know what the goal is for today. What do I want out of this, right? If you were on camera today, I would be in tears like I was on FaceTime with my best friend. Oh, well, you're facing the facts, so you're growing. All of this is growth, all right? Ready, set, glow. All of this is growth. And I love that you're growing. I love that you're growing. And Here I'll share with you all my life experience. I don't know if there's anyone on here that has ever been in mediation, right? I've been to mediation through my divorce. I've been through mediation, and I'm telling you, like, you have to have that self-mastery down, especially if there's somebody on the other side who is not trying to fall in line with you. Mediations can go left like really quickly, like that. I have been in multiple mediation situations, right? So I had to learn after quite a few failed attempts that, okay, what is the goal walking into this mediation today? What is the goal? I cannot allow my emotions, right? I cannot allow my emotions to get control of me, so much so that we don't meet the goal and then we have to do this all over again. No, let me be proactive. What's the goal today? Because crying is not going to help. Responding or trying to throw a negative comment is not going to help the situation. And we're just going to be in the cycle, right? Remember, I started out saying if you're in a cycle, you got to get this message, because self-mastery is what's going to help you to get off this hamster wheel. All right? Same here. Yes, because you will be looking emotionally unstable. Yes. Yes. And I learned from experience, like when you're dealing with the judge don't want to hear nothing about your emotions. What are the facts of the case? Just give me the facts of the case. I don't want to hear who did what and who was crying when, and the judge don't want to hear none of that. I'm telling you. I don't care what your situation is. This is firsthand experience that I'm telling y'all. The judge don't want your emotions involved in the case at all. The judge don't want to hear it, right? So you got to learn how to master yourself. Get control of your emotions so that you can meet the goal, all right? So that you can meet the goal. All right, well, Fred, have a great day at work. All right. I know I said I didn't have a story, but that I just had to share it, right? I do feel better after crying, but I move forward and get back focused. Yeah. Sometimes you're going to have to do that. Release it. Release that tension. It is your body's natural way of releasing tension. So it's okay to cry. It's okay to cry. That's fine. But it's when you get stuck in that space and you can't pull yourself out, that's the issue. Thanks for sharing your story. You're welcome. You're very welcome. So it's okay to cry. That's fine. That's your body's natural way of releasing tension. So that's okay. All right. So we got to get this self-mastery down. I told the story and now I miss my space in my notes. Okay. So we don't want to be reactionary. We got to be proactive. You understand the situations that you're walking into. So plan ahead. What is the desired result? And we're going to control ourselves, self-mastery. We're going to control it so that we can get to the desired results. All right. I know self-mastery can be a warfare. It can be. Why? Because it threatens everything that wants to keep you distracted, keep you discouraged, and keep you delayed. So self-mastery can be a warfare. The enemy don't want you to get disciplined. The enemy don't want you to control how you respond. The enemy wants to keep you in discouragement so that you won't progress or make progress in your life. So yes, self-mastery can be warfare because it's going to threaten everything that wants to distract you, discourage you, and keep you delayed. But hear me clearly. When you master yourself, you become unshakable. You become unshakable. After multiple times before that judge, like, I got it, like it hit me, like, don't walk in here, don't be crying, don't be trying to make any excuse about what this person did, what that person did. No, you're going to stand firm. Whatever the facts are that the judge is asking for, that's all you're going to give the judge, and that's it. Don't get your emotions involved. Become unshakable. All right. So after multiple times, I had to learn. Right? I had to get it together. get myself all the way together. And I know it is a painful situation, whatever situation you're going through. Maybe it's not going in front of a judge. Maybe it's a work situation, right? Whatever it is, you want to master yourself so you become unshakable, right? You move differently when you master yourself. You attract differently when you master yourself. You obey God quickly when you master yourself, because you already know whatever God is saying, He's not going to lead me in the wrong direction. So let me listen and adjust myself. All right? You stop procrastinating when you master yourself as well. You stop explaining your boundaries when you master yourself. This is just my boundary. This is what it is. All right? You execute when you master yourself. All right? So these are all the benefits of self-mastery. All the benefits of self-mastery. You become unshakable. You move differently. You attract differently. You obey God quickly. When you master yourself, you stop procrastinating. You don't explain your boundaries. And you execute when you master yourself. All right? Man, I'm way over my time. I got to skip through some of this. I said I was going to be quick, but it's almost an hour. I can't help myself. I got to master myself to stick to the time. But this is important and somebody needed to hear it. All right. So we got to be honest. Some of us, we don't need another opportunity. We just need to get disciplined. Right? We got to master ourselves and get disciplined. We need to sit with God, sit with a calendar, get serious about where we're going and what we're trying to accomplish. So I want you to challenge yourself today. And your challenge is to identify one area of your life where you've been undisciplined or you haven't mastered your response or your reaction, and take authority over it. All right. If you know that you lose it when you get into certain situation, shift it. Shift that. Say, you know what? When I go into this room today, I'm not going to let my emotions control me. I'm going to decide what the outcome is that I desire. What is the result that I desire? And I'm going to take authority over this whole situation. All right. So identify that area of your life and master yourself in it. Type in the comments, I'm choosing mastery. I'm choosing mastery. I am choosing mastery. Type that in the comments. I'm choosing mastery. Yes, take authority. Yes, indeed. Yes, we're choosing mastery. We won't let our emotions overthrow us. We won't let distraction take us off course. No, we're choosing mastery. We're going to be proactive. We're not waiting just to react when the thing happened. No, we're going to be proactive. Challenge locked, unlocked. Okay, awesome. Great, 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 great. All right, let's set our intentions really quickly. I said I was going to be quick, but it's almost an hour. I don't know how that happens. I don't know, but it just happens. All right, so let's set our intentions today. Think about that one goal that you're working on and consider 3 things that you can do today to get you 3 steps closer to that goal becoming a reality. We practice the 3-step method here. So every day we do 3 things that gets us closer to that goal becoming a reality. So you're going to get those things done. 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, 1 in the evening. Okay. If you need an accountability tool to help you with that, to stay on task, to stay focused on the big goal, you can grab the Dreamer's Journal. The e-version of it is available on the link in my bio, or you can grab a copy on Amazon if you want the paperback. All right. So do that. Again, for those of you who want to work with me in my mentorship program, send me a DM, or the link is in my bio for the Action Accelerator for you to enroll. But if you have any questions at all, send me a DM. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you may have. All right. Awesome. Let's make some decrees really quickly, and then we will hop off here. If you do not have a copy of the decrees, send me a DM and I'll tell you how to get it. So I'm going to decree for all of us. Overslept. I will check it later. Oh, okay. Okay. So go back, the word of the day is self-mastery. The word of the day is self-mastery. That's the word of the day. All right, so let's make some decrees. I'm going to decree for all of us. And you type in the comments, I agree with that. All right, I agree with that. So here we go. I decree that the Lord is blessing us and keeping us in all our ways. I decree that his face and his favor is shining upon us and giving us peace. I decree that we're healthy and strong in body, mind, and spirit. I decree that we're well balanced in every area of our lives. I decree that we're blessed coming and going. I decree that our storehouse, our savings, our checking, our investment accounts are blessed with abundance and overflow. I decree that we're blessed with clear direction and a disciplined life. I decree that the rain of abundance, favor, and goodness is falling on us. I decree that we're blessed with success, with prosperity, and provision. I decree that we walk today in faith and expectancy with results. I decree that we're empowered to prosper in our walk with the Lord. I decree that God's grace is giving us speed and acceleration in all that we do. I decree things of great value is coming our way today. I decree that the Lord is amplifying our voices and perfecting our gifts. I decree that God is connecting us to great men and giving us strategic kingdom opportunities. I decree that we are victorious in life. And that is how we program a productive and a successful day. Our mindset and our intentions are set for today. Thank y'all for typing I agree. And we understand that anything is possible when we have the right mindset and the will to do what we say we're going to do. Good morning, Lexi. How are you? Oh, you're very welcome. Have a wonderful day as well. All right. So send me a DM if you want to work with me. I thank you. You as well. Ready, Set, Glow. Send me a DM if you want to work with me. Hit the follow button. I'm live here every morning, 6:30 a.m. Eastern time. Use the link in my bio to join my community as well. All right. So take the day on with faith and expectancy. I want you to expect good things today. Expect answered prayers, expect promotion and increase. Anything is possible. I want you to hold on to that. Anything is possible. Y'all have an amazing day, and I'll see you all in the morning. Bye.